guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's video where I will be sharing with you some of my favorite gourmand fragrances for the winter times. So let's start with the first fragrance that we have here today, and this is Dolce Passione by Pantheon Roma. This is such a delicious, intoxicating, rich, chocolatey fragrance. If you love chocolate fragrances, you absolutely need to try this one. It starts off very powerful and strong when you first spray it. So in the first few minutes you really get that intense dark chocolate note, and it reminds me of a chocolate fudge brownie with some roasted hazelnuts on top. We have some powdered sugar as well and some strawberries for garnish. When you first spray the scent, it's really chocolatey, rich, powerful, strong, intense, but as it kind of settles down on your skin, you start to get this vanilla with a hint of strawberry. It becomes super soft and smooth and delicate. It is delicious and I absolutely love this one. If you love chocolate fragrances, please try this. It's a mouth-watering, delicious chocolate fragrance with some fruitiness and some sweetness. It is absolutely stunning. Next up, we have a fragrance which I have mentioned so many times before, but I absolutely needed to include it in this list as well because this is one of my most favorite winter fragrances. It is the ultimate gourmand scent for the colder months, and this is Oajan by Parfums de Marly. This is such a sweet, intoxicating, rich, sexy, seductive fragrance. It opens up with a very powerful and strong cinnamon note, which kind of adds this booziness to the scent when you first spray it, and we have a thick sweet honey as well. In the dry down we have vanilla and Tonka bean. This is a delicious, sweet, spicy scent which also to me smells like a warm apple pie. There is no apple in this fragrance, but it truly smells like a delicious, freshly baked warm apple pie, and it's absolutely mouth-watering. This is a fragrance that really cuts through the cold air. It has no issues with longevity, projection. It leaves an amazing scent trail. It is a fragrance that is going to make you feel extremely warm and cozy on a cold winter day. I absolutely love this one. Coming up next, we have one of the most realistic gourmand fragrances. This is a fragrance which is extremely sweet, lactonic, nutty, and if you haven't guessed it already, this is Italica by Xerjoff in the Casamorati line. This is a very sweet fragrance. As I said, it's very polarizing, it's very intense, it's very rich. This is a fragrance that features main notes of milk, almond, toffee, and some saffron. We have some sandalwood as well. This is a very delicious fragrance, but as I said, this is a powerful fragrance. It's very polarizing, it's very intoxicating, it's intense, but it is absolutely heavenly delicious. It is smooth and creamy and milky, and it's just a yummy caramel milk almond fragrance. And if you love caramel fragrances, you need to try this one, and this is a fragrance that you absolutely need to try before you buy. This is not a safe blind buy fragrance, and I will always say this: you have to try this because it is a fragrance which is very unique, it's very sweet, it's very intense, and it needs to be tried. So try it. If you love caramel fragrances, you might enjoy it. It might not be your cup of tea, but again, this is a fragrance that needs to be worn only on cold days. For me personally, I cannot wear this one any other time except for winter. It's powerful, it's intense, it's rich, it's sweet, it's delicious, it's absolutely yummy. Next up, we have one of the most unique gourmand fragrances in my perfume collection, and this one is One Umbrella for Two by Floraïku. The bottle is absolutely stunning. I love everything about this fragrance. This is a fruity, yummy, delicious scent which smells like a blueberry cupcake. The main notes that we have in this one is black currant, we have tea, we have rice. In the dry down we have cedar and musk. When you first spray the fragrance, it's very yummy and fruity. You really get this fruitiness coming from the black currant, but it's also very unique. You have this rice note which is making the fragrance extremely unique. It's adding so much character to the scent, and I also kind of feel like it adds a little bit of a savory aspect to the fragrance. It feels kind of savory to me when I first spray it, but after a few minutes that savoriness kind of fades away and you're left with this delicious fruitiness and yumminess, and it's so comforting and cozy. And this is a fragrance that it's also fresh and uplifting, so you can absolutely wear this one during the whole year, but I feel like during the winter times it smells absolutely yummy as well. It's cozy, it's comforting, it's relaxing. It's the perfect yummy gourmand fragrance. If you want to smell like a blueberry cupcake, you need to give this one a try. Next up, we have one of the most intoxicating spicy fragrances in my perfume collection at this time, and this one is Starlight by Xerjoff. How gorgeous is this bottle? I am absolutely obsessed with the fragrance itself. This is one of the most delicious, sweet, spicy, intoxicating fragrances. It's so yummy, it's so comforting and cozy. It is very gourmand, but also to me it smells extremely sexy and seductive. This is a fragrance that will guarantee you will smell absolutely amazing, especially during the winter times. This is the perfect perfect scent for the holidays as well. You have amazing notes in here. We have cardamom, we have almond, we have cinnamon, we have a little bit of bergamot as well at the top notes, which adds a little bit of brightness when you first spray the fragrance. But all in all, this is a cardamom bomb. It is absolutely phenomenal. If you love cardamom fragrances, you need to try this one. It is the ultimate cardamom scent in my opinion. To me, this fragrance smells like a creme brulee croissant. I don't know how to explain it, but this is what I get from it. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's yummy, it's delicious, it's absolutely stunning. Coming up next, we have a very yummy, sweet, delicious, girly fragrance, and this is Oriana by Parfums de Marly. I have the tiny 30 ml bottle of this scent, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so adorable. The fragrance itself, it's very delicious. We have some amazing notes in here. We have marshmallow, we have whipped cream, orange blossom, raspberry. The fragrance opens up with some citruses, so it's very bright and uplifting when you first spray it. We have bergamot, we have mandarin orange, then you kind of start to get the sweet notes and the raspberry, the orange blossom. This is a very yummy fragrance. It's super sweet, so if you love very sweet fragrances, you would absolutely love Oriana. You have to give her a try. If you love sweet fragrances, really, you need to try her, because this is one of the girliest, sweetest, yummiest fragrances I have ever tried. I absolutely love the whipped cream, the marshmallows, the raspberry, the orange blossom. It's absolutely mouth-watering, super yummy, super sweet, super girly. This is truly one of the most delicious fragrances in my perfume collection. It's bright and fruity, but also very sweet and creamy and smooth and fluffy. It's absolutely gorgeous. The next fragrance that I absolutely needed to include in this list as well is Khamrah by Lattafa, and this is such a yummy fragrance. It's very delicious. It's not overly sweet. It's very well balanced. It is a sweet fragrance and it is a gourmand fragrance, but it still smells like a perfume, and it's very sexy and seductive in my opinion. Especially in the air, this smells absolutely heavenly. You have a little bit of everything. You have some spiciness, you have a little bit of sweetness. We have some delicious notes in here. We have cinnamon, dates, praline, vanilla. It is a mouth-watering fragrance without being overly sweet. It is a stunning scent. If you want to smell sexy, slightly sweet and seductive with a little bit of spiciness, you need to try Khamrah. In the air, this also kind of gives off a coconut feel, at least to my nose. I get this like coconut touch from the fragrance when I get a whiff of it. It smells so delicious and intoxicating. It's slightly powdery. It smells like a delicious box full of pralines, and I absolutely love this fragrance. It is a stunning fragrance for the colder months. Next up, we have a very delicious almond fragrance, and this is Velvet Tonka by BDK. This is a fragrance which I have talked about before, but I just absolutely love this scent, and I feel like it's the perfect gourmand fragrance for the winter times. It's very sweet and yummy and comforting and cozy, but also a little bit sexy as well. It's very powdery. We have tonka bean, we have vanilla, we have the almond. It is a gorgeous mix of the three notes in here. It's absolutely stunning, delicious, warm, cozy, comforting, relaxing. This is a fragrance that to me feels like a hug in a bottle. It's just so delicious. It's absolutely the best fragrance to wear on a cold day, and I love this. It is a gorgeous almond vanilla fragrance. Next up, we have another fragrance by Lattafa, and this one is Yara. This is a very yummy, fruity, smooth, creamy, fluffy fragrance that is supposed to smell like a strawberry milkshake, and while I do get a strawberry hint in here, this to me smells more like a tropical coconutty milkshake. There is a lot of tropical fruits in here. I get a lot of tropical feels from this scent, a lot of coconut, some milkiness and creaminess. It is a gorgeous fragrance. I have it on my hand here, and it's just so fruity, so creamy and smooth. We have a lot of vanilla in here. We have sandalwood as well, and musk. In the dry down, this fragrance becomes very smooth and soft and just creamy and yummy. It is a gorgeous fragrance. If you want to smell delicious, sweet and soft, you have to try this one. And last but not least, of course, I would also have to mention Lira in this list, because this is truly one of the best gourmand fragrances. It is a sweet, yummy caramel vanilla fragrance that opens up with some intoxicating, bright, uplifting citruses. You have blood orange in here, bergamot, then we have a sweet, spicy cinnamon note in there, and in the dry down we have the caramel, the vanilla with a little bit of musk. This is a yummy caramel citrusy vanilla scent which I absolutely adore. If I could choose only one gourmand fragrance to keep in my collection, this probably would be It's just so good. If you love caramel fragrances, you need to try her. She's just yummy, sweet, delicious, slightly spicy. It is a gorgeous citrusy vanilla caramel fragrance. And yeah, this smells like the most delicious lemon sponge cake with some caramel drizzles on top. It is a yummy, yummy, yummy scent. Well, this was all for today, guys. These were some of my most favorite gourmand fragrances for the winter times. If you stayed up until the end of the video, as always, thank you so much for watching. Do let me know down in the comments if you enjoy gourmand fragrances, which ones are your favorites for the winter season, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!